Welcome to Mindset Monday, where hopefully this week I actually don't forget the name of the book I'm trying to promote. My name's Dave. We're diving into a list of 15 different leadership attributes that you need to be a successful leader. And we're on number 4, which is confidence that inspires. And when I read this one, it took a second because it's true. But I would not have phrased it that way, confidence that inspires. Because the term confidence in itself over the years has gone through some different evolutions, some different iterations on can you be confident without being too arrogant? Humility, does humility go inside with arrogance? We were part of a leadership group 2 years ago now that we really got in a huge debate over a scenario that was labeled as someone being humble, and some of us in the room felt like in that scenario, the person was being extremely arrogant. And I'm like, thinking about it, like if humility is based a lot in the confidence of what you're doing is for the good and for the people, can it sometimes be perceived as arrogance? And we kind of landed on the conclusion that there are times that humility can. And so within that, though, there is a confidence element to humility that I think goes along with it. Because when you're humble, you're very, not comfortable, but you're very like, this is who I am, this is what I'm bringing. And that requires a huge level of confidence. Now, I think you can be a humble person and not be necessarily an inspiring person, which I think this is what it's trying to argue. Because in leadership, especially leadership that invokes change, tries to progress things forward, you really are looking for inspiration within that. And there's a ton of different literature out there on change movement, change cultures, how to encourage shifts in change in whatever you're doing, whether it's your personal life, corporate life, spiritual life, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I think being a leader that can find that leadership element that does invoke change and really helps to bring people to the next level and progress them forward is a key crucial element. And being inspiring does not necessarily mean you have to be standing out in front of everyone with a megaphone saying, this is the direction we're going to go, those kind of things. I think being inspiring is finding ways to make change that people get on board with and move along with. And if I remember the numbers correctly, leadership and change in vocation is usually like a 20-80 rule in the beginning, and then that 80% gets into like 60-20. So 20% of the people, hey, yeah, great idea, let's go along with it. 60% of the people are going like, okay, I'll feel this out, and then kind of move along with it. And that remaining 20%, you always got to drag along. They're going to make sure the other 80% are fully on board before they kind of drag their feet and come along. Standard number to change, and especially as people are in an industry for a long time, change becomes a much more difficult thing. So if you're going to invoke some like major changes, like schedule changes, or changes to protocol or changes to routine, try to promote that as early as possible so it gives people time to psychologically get ready for that change and transition to happen. The earlier you communicate, which goes back to that really good communication, active, proactive communication from the first week here, that will help you be a leader that then inspires, because if you're communicating and people are prepared and you have the vision, you're able to defend the vision, then you can really lead with confidence and inspire with confidence in what you want to do to move forward. I am talking with my hands a lot today. Hope everyone has a great day. Please click like and subscribe, and have a great day and a great week, and hope everything is going well in your life.